So after using the GPS tracker for a couple of days, I can find multiple scenarios in which this would be an ideal situation and perfect for a family to use. First and foremost, you can see in the screen next to me the travel of my son in his car. Now, my son does not have cell phone service. He does have Wi-Fi, but not cell phone service. And so when he's out traveling, oftentimes we want to know where he is or curious to know if he's on his way home. And the GPS tracker was super helpful for that. So we was able to monitor him leaving the house, going to a shop, and then going to the Garrison Rock Nature Center, and he was there for a little over an hour. What this thing does, it tracks the speed, and it also tracks his stops and how long the GPS has been idle. So super nice and handy to have. I can see this also becoming super helpful for new drivers. If you've got a student driver who's just beginning, or if you maybe you have got one of your children grounded and they can only go from home to school or home to work. This is going to help monitor that, and it's going to track their driving. Even if you're not watching the driving in live time, you can go back and watch the playback of where that car went, just to make sure that he went from point A to point B like he was supposed to. Got a lot of other information. Check this thing out. So on the device, you see that there are two lights. One is your 4G LTE, and the other one is going to be your position. There's a third light in the middle, which is going to be your battery indicator light, which is only going to be on when you are charging. And so now I got three lights on there. Red light indicates that it is charging. Now, you also do have a very large power button right in the center, and to power that on, you're just going to long press it, and then to power it off, you're going to long press it as well, and then it'll be shut down. Now, there is a waterproof cover right here with a nice rubber seal on the inside where your SIM card is going to go, and it's going to be fully protected. It does not come with a screwdriver, so you're going to need a mini screwdriver to open that up and to either insert or take out your SIM card. Now, once that SIM card is inserted, you are able to read IEMI in order to register it to buy a subscription. And that's all you got to do is open up the app, and once it connects to the GPS, then you can grab that number and you can get that subscription all set up and ready to go. Okay, so the app is called the Tracker One app. It's on the top row, top right, and we're going to go ahead and open that up. And the first thing it's going to do is give you an offer for a subscription. We're going to close that out, and you can see that it has already located me. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go up in the top left-hand corner first, and we're going to open that up, and you can see where you can bind your app to the device. And that is already bound, and so there's no reason to do anything there. Or you can click your subscribe, and you can see that there is a subscription until 9/29, September 29, and then you can also take a look and see what's coming up to expire or is unexpired. Then you can renew it from here as well. You got your customer service, your log information, feedback, and your about. So we're going to go back to our home screen, and what I want to do is in this top right hand corner, first thing I want to do is show you this alarm button here. Now with this alarm, you can set different alarms, different parameters for your low battery, your light sensor. You can see all of those there. I'm not going to read them to you and insult your intelligence. You can see all the features that are available for an alarm. So we're just going to okay that, and then we're going to go back and I'll show you how to set some of these, like to the overspeed alarm. We can set the overspeed alarm, maybe set it at like a 65. If you were tracking a child and monitoring their driving habits, you can set it to a 65, a 70, whatever it is. And then when you exceed that speed limit, an alarm is going to sound and notify you on your phone. You can also do what's called a geofence, and a geofence is a parameter that you set that you want to keep your vehicle within those parameters, or maybe you're monitoring a child and you don't want them to go to a certain house or a certain place. You do have a circle radius that you can set, and you can really enlarge that polygon fence. And that fence is going to look like this. You're just going to put little dots here, and it's going to connect the dots and start to make its own shape. Switch the icon. You can put that as a car or a universal drop or what have you. On the details, it's going to give you all the details of your card, your SIM card, the IMEI of your portable GPS unit. You can put your plate number on there, all of those different things you can set. And then finally, you can play back if you record anything, and then you can also share it. Now, a couple of these other things that we have available on here, we are using Google Maps, and so right underneath the 3 ellipses dots on the right-hand side of the screen, I'm going to click that little satellite there. And we're going to get some different looks here. So that's what you know. You can get the terrain look on the map, or you can go with just a regular generic map. So not a whole lot to this little device right here, other than it's super powerful and it's a great tracker device.